Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your Tarot and Oracle reading for April 2021. I'm sorry for not being here in March. I couldn't be because I was actually my mobile was broken, so I couldn't do anything with it. And I decided to skip March altogether, and I right into the April readings. I'm doing things a bit different again. I know, because I want to give you more extensive reading this time, especially because I wasn't here in March. So now I have like this energy to give you as much as messages as I can. And also because I'm still looking for kind of like my own reading, the one where I feel comfortable with. So this is hopefully it, but we'll see. Anyway, this is a general message, so it won't resonate with each and every one of you. If it doesn't resonate, please contact me and we can like do the private reading. The description about that is below. I also want to thank you very much for following me, for watching my videos, for subscribing to my channel. Whoever you are out there, I really appreciate it, and I love this. I love you guys so much for doing this and for supporting me in my journey of being a tarot master. Also, yeah, this is going to be different, so I will just go into the reading because it will take a lot of cards will be on a table, a lot of messages, a lot of information. I'm doing this for each week of April. So there will be 4 rows and a lot of cards. First, we are starting with the Monology deck, and I want to get some messages from the moon for Pisces for April 2021. We need 4 cards, so 4 cards for April 2021 for Pisces. Oh, okay. I like when they jump like that. No. Okay, that's it. So we got our messages and we can start with the reading. Okay, first, let me just put them like this. Okay. So, first of all, you got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius, which is a wonderful energy, and I hope it means very positive things for you. So, in the first week of April, luck is on your side. So, maybe if you want to, like, I don't know, start a project or do something, there is luck on your side, which is always very important. Also, in the second week of April, communication is the key, new moon in Gemini. This is what new Gemini got in the last week of April. So if you're connecting with a Gemini, there is obviously a need for a conversation to happen. So please do it as soon as you can. But if not, in April, definitely this will happen. The third week of April, also Gemini, the answers, it's the full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Well, maybe this communication and talking will bring some very important answers and information for you. And the last week is the full moon in Scorpio, which says it's time to release negativity. Okay, so these are the moon cards. But what I'm doing next is this. I'm using this Wild Unknown archetypal deck. And it's really I like the cards because they're very like pushing you into like going deeper into every situation and whatever is happening. So it's kind of like for me it's interesting how it reveals the energy of each week, but then in the end we had like this lot of information of energy of the month. So what I'm doing first is like I'm pulling the cards from this deck, 4 cards. I'm not looking at them. These are the I want to see the like the energy of each week. So I'm interested in the energy of each week. So first what I'm doing, I'm pulling them. I'm not looking at them. So 4 cards for each week. Okay. Then I'm pulling this Tarot of the Spirit, which I really love. I love this deck. It's new for me, and there's like a huge book, which is not There's a huge book. It has like some 400 pages that explains these cards, and I still didn't go through them all, but I love the cards. I love the energy of the cards. I love how they turn up in the readings, and I think they really resonate and they tell a story. So anyway, these cards I'm using for the row, which is the general message of the week. Okay, so I'm using this card to get a general message for each week. Then what I'm using is the Fountain Tarot, which I want to use for love messages of the weeks. So each week one card, and then we have like the overall look at the love department of month of April. So 4 cards for each week one. And the last, I'm using Prisma Tarot. I love this tarot too. And this is going to be like an overall message of each week. So these are the last cards. Like I said, a lot of cards on the table. It's actually very crowded on my table, but it still fits, so I don't know. And the 4 cards for the overall message. So everything I will explain with this huge bundle of cards, which I shuffled like enormously. I will explain with this. These will be my clarification cards. These are Muse and Light Seers Tarot cards, which I love so much, and I love them together because they're so, like, for me, it's like feminine and masculine and energy in one, and I love the cards anyway with the how they are portrayed and all the messages. So this is going to be my clarification. The only part when I'm not clarifying with this card is the love part, because there I will use the Romance Angels card. Okay, so this is to clarify the love part. Anyway, I'm sorry. What I need to mention is when I'm opening, I will open first the first row, then I will do the clarification and explain the cards by one. Also, you know what? I will do this. Just a minute. We need more light. Okay. Good. I guess. I don't know. Is there any changes? Anyway, what we are doing. Oh, this shows. Okay, now it's good. What we are doing here, one card fell on the floor. So I will turn on the cards from this week and then the next and blah, 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 and we will get the full story. Also, I will use, of course, for this Wild Unknown, I don't know all the cards, so I will probably use a book. And in the end, I'm going to use this oracle card. It's Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. I love it, and there's a great message at the end for each and every sign till now, so hopefully it will be the same for you, Pisces. Okay, let's see. So the first week we said luck is on your side, and the archetypal energy is the mountain. Okay, so the mountain. We will go into explanation. The second card, the general message, is Brother of the Earth. Very grounding energy. Then we have the Sun in reverse in the love department. Why? And the Wheel of Fortune as the outcome. Okay, so I know that the mountain is a very good card. It's like, for me, when I see the mountain card, I always think about like reaching and like getting to a certain goal. But in this like in this deck, I will read so that you know. The accent, the peak, the insummable. The mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us toward its peak. It steers up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sathas, and gods that made their humble thrones with its snowy peaks. Be aware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experiences, yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the pursuit of the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. I would say it like this, Pisces. You are going on a slippery slope. Okay, you're trying to climb a mountain, but you are not looking or thinking what and how it affects actually your life and you. So, what is important to know that perfectionism or striving to the top can sometimes pull away the trip, pull away us from the whole venture, the whole traveling situation, the whole road, the lessons that we need to learn on the way. So if you are only focusing on the goal and on the peak of the mountain, then you are definitely not letting time, not giving time for things to, like, in a way, happen in their own pace. Okay, let's say like that. So if you are starting a project, because, okay, let me just clarify the mountain. 5 of materials. Yes, it's always the feeling of lack. It's the feeling of being like left beside, like not having enough, not achieving the goal. So if this is actually what I'm trying to say. When you are striving too hard for the top, then you are like feeling all the time that something is lacking. You are not feeling like you are actually reaching for something better in your life. You are feeling like something is missing all the time. So don't get lost into this kind of energies, because this is something that can really like drain you and make you feel like this. 5 of material is like totally like being left, being literally left aside, left on a side, left without feeling that you achieved something. Like you're tired, you're getting very tired from this energy, and then you're feeling drained and not feeling like you accomplished something. So you came to the top maybe, and there you still feel very, very tired. So there is the luck on your side, which means that if you are starting a new project, which general energy here shows the brother of earth, is like fresh energy, which is kind of like slow energy but patient energy, but also it's like grounding yourself and trying to start something with you, something new, maybe new project or something, and literally like allowing to stand on your feet, but and doing it alone. And the 3 of inspiration is like, it is something that you always wanted to do. Okay, it feels like that. It feels like you want to start something, you are seeing the end goal, but it's a long way up. Okay, so there's need of patience, of like slow down a little, but also this is showing that this project is something that you always wished for, and now there is a possibility that it will manifest, it will come true. So luck is on your side, which means definitely if you are starting something new, this is something that could be very fruitful. The love department is Sun in reverse. I don't know why. It's like, so it's kind of like there's no love. There's no love. So it says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe you are just like not allowing love to enter. You are kind of like torn with the past and what happened in your past life. So this love thing is kind of like, I'm not seeing it, I'm not doing it, it's not happening, or you're like pushing the love away, but actually it's just there's a need to forgive yourself and others, and open your heart and to believe that love can exist, and it still exists. And there's a feel of fortune for you here at the end as the outcome. So as how you turn your destiny here and how you walk away from this situation in the first week of April, and how you turn yourself to, whether, okay, I will be patient, I will do the steps, I will not get lost into like, I'm the best, I'm doing this the best, the perfectionism and stuff like this, and complete isolation. If you will, the wheel will turn your way, and it will open you up to love, because there's the lovers here. But also I'm seeing the lovers in this situation as like a very creative energy, where two people are helping each other in like opening up to in a partnership also. So if you are more into this business thing, then maybe this will be like a new partnership with someone, but also maybe you have to partner up with a person you love to have like the full abundance of this situation happening. So whatever it is, the Wheel of Fortune wants you to turn yourself to love, and to look for a partner that understands you, and maybe even to connect with someone who is like really for you. So communication is key. So definitely you need to communicate. The energy of the second week is the Underworld. Okay. So maybe some of you are gardeners, so you will now see a lot of this in your garden, because we are, like digging up the dirt, and we are putting things in the ground, and there's a lot of like these weird little creatures. There's a whole world, beyond the world we see. But we will see what it says in the card. The general energy of the card is the Sister of Wind. That's like Aquarius card. I mean, well, very, very sharp card. Oh, the energy of love is Six of Swords. So somebody is like tired and just want to walk away. And again, the Lovers as an outcome. My God, what is happening with you, Pisces? This is confusing because there's like two lovers in the outcome. Actually, it seems like all the roads lead to love for you. It's like you have to acknowledge that. But we will see. You know that I don't like to make assumptions until we see all the cards. Where is it? Here is it. Underworld. The nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. Yeah, so it's the shadow part. So it's time. This is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmare, suffering, and pain. It's the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dreams, images, unexpected accident, illness, conflict, and ultimately death. Jesus Christ. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So it says communication is the key for this week. So I think it's really important to communicate and to realize, maybe even start communicating with yourself, because we all want to believe that we are like the best and we are like the angels of this world. But at the same time, if we don't accept our shadow part, we are not moving forward. It's time to cut to the truth. The Sister of Wind is the truth. So that's the general energy here that is coming right after this Underworld. So it's like you have to finally and I think this is kind of like overall energy of the collective also, because I see it repeating. We need to finally look into our shadows and accept them as a part of us, and realizing that this is also us. No matter what, we like it or not, this is what we are, and this is the part of us. And there is no positive or negative aspect of that. It's just the truth, and we have to accept it. And it's the night of emotions. So it's literally your energy, Pisces. It's water. And you need to go into your emotions. You need to Night of emotions is a very unstable emotional energy, actually. It's like, okay, I will like dig into the emotion part, but I'm not really sure what's happening there. So this is not going to work, because the next one is the Sister of Wind, and she wants justice. She wants the truth. She doesn't want to joke around. She doesn't want to put things like looking better than they are. She doesn't want to make it more beautiful than it actually is. She wants the truth. She wants things to be the way they are. And she wants a clear understanding of who you are. She wants to push you in that direction. So it's really important, if you are starting something new, whether it's with a new person, whatever, you always have to be completely honest, at least with yourself. Okay, if you are a good person, you will not want to harm anyone, but sometimes we unintentionally harm people because we are not accepting the truth of who we are. So this is something that is like going through a collective energy now, and I'm seeing it as it is. We really are not completely honest with ourselves. So this is the time when we have to do it. Now, in your second week of April, you will have to communicate clearly. You will have to go very deep into your shadow realm. You will have to get like you will be confronted with the very dark parts of you, or maybe other people that surround you. So you will have to come to a resolution of what this is, how it's going to be, what it should be, what is the real truth. And I think that maybe even if you are connected in a relationship, this week is going to bring for some people like, I'm walking away, I don't feel this. It says here, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your lifetime, which means that it's not time for love maybe now. Maybe it's more time for you. Maybe it's more time for you to kind of like connect and find who is your perfect partner. You don't have to connect with everyone. You have to connect with your perfect partner. You have to find the perfect is a stupid word. It's not like a word, he's going to be perfect like a Barbie doll or Ken. He's perfect for you. Okay, so we all have different like partners that are perfect for us, and there is like a vision or illusion of a partner that we think we should have, but there is also one that is actually here for us. And this is what we are all learning, okay, and looking into our lives deep enough to see like, who is this person, who is that. And this is also the Lover's card, because it's repeating here. I'm seeing like, it's like you have to put all this together. You have to put your positive and negative. You have to, your views, if there are like you are putting these things in the categories of positive and negative, you have to put them in one. This is all you, and every person has two sides. We don't call it positive and negative. There is like like this is making things move. When things are like this all the time, they're not moving. So this is why we have things shadowy and not shadowy, and good and not good, and like this is what is turning the wheel. This is what is moving the world and us and our lives. So this is also how we have to accept people. We have to accept people as they are, and not give them any category. Not giving them categories. You just accept who they are, and then decide, okay, I want to be connected with this person, I don't want to be connected with this person. And there's 5 of inspiration, 5 of wands. Is like you are battling yourself in this. You are battling yourself to see who is your perfect partner. You are mirroring yourself a lot. In the second week of April, you will do a lot of reflection. You will do a lot of digging, inside, looking at, okay, what is triggering me? Who are these people? Why they're annoying to me? Why this is annoying to me? Why this is making me nervous? All of these things are very important for you to reflect on, because then you can see who you truly are. And you have to realize that if somebody is irritating to you, you have to ask yourself why. Because people are the way they are, and to some people they're not irritating, but to you for some reason they are. So maybe there is something that you should learn. Maybe there is something that you should reflect on. Maybe they have something in them that is like something you hate about yourself. So just be careful in the judging department, because eventually it will look like you are judging yourself because you are the same as the person you are judging. So very careful with that. The second week energy of April is going to be very, very crucial, I think, for the rest of the month. And there you go, the bridge. So what is the bridge? I love the bridge. It's like, for me, I mean, I love the bridge as how I see it. Usually I'm not reading from the book. I will read from the book to see what she said, but to me bridge is like really connection, and it's like connecting two sides. And for me the bridge can be in you, like finally accepting the positive and the negative and accepting both sides of you, and like, okay, bridging them together. The bridge can connect different people. So maybe someone who you thought is like totally out of your league, let's say, or maybe out of your any belief that you can connect with a certain person. The bridge is here to show you that everything can be connected. If there is a reason for two people or two situations to be connected, they will be. And we don't know in what way and how, but they will come to connect, because that is how it should be. And that is how it's like meant to be. Wait, I'm not funny. Okay. So the bridge is the connection, the link, the gate. Okay. So definitely connecting the worlds, I think people, and accepting, healing, and communication are made possible. You can't force the bridge. Okay, that is very important. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. So like I said, it's connecting with like even two worlds, but also I think that because of this lovers repeating, the lovers are not just connection of two partners. The lovers is connecting with ourselves, masculine, feminine, good, bad, ugly, who cares? But it's just accepting and loving, giving this love to ourselves, a lot of self-love that then can be like, mirrored from us. So reflect self-love, don't reflect anything else, because this is really important for you in the month of April. And then you will be the bridge. You can then bridge things, people, situations, maybe some things that are very like they were fucked up, that people got like broken. Maybe you can bridge them together. Maybe you can put some people together if you are like, if you will start from the self-love and love. And this is going to be death and rebirth situation for you. This will be like a total resurrection, and this is what it's needed in certain situations. Something has to totally die so that we can rise again. We have to rise, we have to be like a phoenix. We are getting out, we are resurrecting. So maybe if something was dead, you can resurrect it, but you need a little of that soul searching situation. Okay. The next card is strength. The general energy of third week is strength. The love department is 10 of cups or coins, 10 of pentacles, which is like the family card. And the last card is the hanged man, the overall energy of this week. I love this third week of April for you Pisces, because so many things can happen and so many positive aspects of everything. Because look, in the general energies you have this bridge and the death and rebirth, which is totally resurrection card. You will get strength. The general message of the week is the strength, gathering your strength or getting strength, because you see that things are changing, that you can be you can affect the things to change. So this is very important. This gives you, oh come on. And the King of Wands energy, which is like inspirational energy, strong energy. There's a lion here. He has strength. Strength is also the lion represented in some tarot cards. So definitely a lot of strength gaining from accepting yourself, from accepting others, from trying to bridge and maybe put some people together, situations together, mend something that was broken, open yourself up more to that like possibility of you being the bridge between situations and people, which is very good energy. This is perfect. And then look at this 10 of coins. The 10 of coins in this card, okay, it doesn't show it that much, because I really love how it's depicted in this light series tarot. It's like the Ten of Pentacles. I call it the family card. I love this card because it's totally showing that oh, come on. It says here, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So in the love department, I think you are opening yourself up again to believing that you can be a part of a family, that love is there for you also, that you can also, like, you bridged some people or situations, that you can bridge yourself to your partner and to the someone you love. And this is changing the perspective. You know, all of this situation in this third week of April is changing your perspective like a lot. It's opening you up, you know, to you will go into yourself, you'll go into the meditative mode, you know, the four of voices, you know, you will go a bit into yourself and think, okay, my God, maybe, you know, I can do this. Maybe I can really truly open myself up to idea. I love having a family. I love being surrounded with loved ones. This is what I truly want. I want to be surrounded with people who I love. I don't want to be isolated. I don't want to be, you know, put on the side. I want to be connected. And this is something that is happening, you know, in the third week of April. You're opening up yourself up to a possibility that you are the one that can actually influence this change to happen, if there is a need for change, of course. Like I said, who resonates, good, who doesn't, bye bye. Okay, let's see the fourth week. The last week we have the river. We had the bridge and the river. We had the mountain, the underworld, the bridge, and now we have the river. The river can always be under the mountain. This is so interesting. Okay, we will look at the river definitely. But the next general energy of the week is the High Priestess in reversed. Okay, but look, this is very, very interesting. The river is turned like this, and there's like a reflection here. And the High Priestess is usually like, of course, this is the High Priestess, but the High Priestess is like looking beyond what it's seen. And I also see like I see her here like a reflection again in the river. She's reflecting herself in the river. So we will see how it goes. With the love, Three of Swords. Okay, there's some pain here. And the overall energy is Ace of Swords, which is a great energy actually. Okay, let's look at the river first. And then I will say what and how I feel about this. Oh, come on, I know it's here somewhere, but river. So the river, it means the stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason as many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. So it's connecting to the second week. I love how this is going. So it says like the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we planned to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind that you then stand within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. I rest my case. I'm like perfect. I'm kidding. But still, this is what I'm talking about. The river is literally that, you know. The river is saying exactly what I said. You need to accept who, and this is where you are coming in the fourth week. After doing all this, you're coming into the fourth week with this, with accepting your true self and who you truly are. And look, again, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of materials. This is, look, you're, I mean, what can I say about this card? This is like perfect card. The other one is perfect, but this is also perfect for Pisces. look, there is a huge tree, and the tree of life. There is like a family around the tree. There's like a lot of people, and they're all around this like beautiful tree and garden. So your true self, if this is what you want to be, this is your true self telling you this is what you want, and don't take this away from you. And the High Priestess is reflecting now this. And Six of Inspiration is a victory card. So it's like totally, it's telling you now, when you finally accepted your true self, now when you were honest finally about what you actually want, this is a victory for you, and this is going to happen for you. So this pain and feeling of pain, and the not required love, and not connecting with anyone, and always being in this like painful love situation is over, and you should be very optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this is what now is opening up a whole new door. Okay, so I don't care whether you are young or old, bald, fat, thin, however you look like. If you want a family around you, you can always try to do that. And there's a positive and great energy now for this April, for you to build it up. And even if you are like not connecting with your true family members, but people that you are finding your family who are very close to you, and you want to connect to them, and you want to have them in their life, this is also, the bridge is there. You can bridge things together. If something was like kind of put aside and you couldn't do it before, now it's the perfect time to do it. Now you can like make your space of love, connection, and getting your tribe together, getting your family together. And the Ace of Swords is perfect for that, because it's like finally the truth is out there. And this is a great energy for new starts, for new projects, for new situations. And Hanged Muse is also after Hanged Man. The perspective changed completely, and you are totally finally seeing things the way you should see them, and you see them as your true self. You're seeing your true self, your true emotions, your true wishes, like what you want to and how you want to be perceived in life, what you want to accomplish in your life. And you know what, even if you are older, maybe how you want to end your life, how you want to spend your last years in your life. So it's not like all of this is just for some young person or someone with the whole life in front of them. No, this is just 1 month. And there is so many possibilities even in 1 month, if we decide to change things, if we honestly decide to make a difference in our lives and go for something with what we truly want, and this is you, Pisces. I know that a lot of you, Pisces, will reflect with this and resonate with this. This is something that is, you want stability, even though you're water and emotionally like very open and sometimes unstable, or maybe you'll get very emotional in a situation and very sensitive in that way. But still, 10 of materials in this situation is all of it. It's like emotional connection, is partnership, is soul tribe, it's family, it's connecting with your loved ones. Always have them somewhere in your circle, closer to you. And maybe if you want something more, or someone else in your circle, there's an opening for that too, for sure. So I see that definitely through the month of April, you have like your gradual steps to your like truth, to your true self, that you are totally like opening yourself up. You're trying to like realize what is it that you truly want, what is the one thing that will make you truly happy and make you feel like you won, like you did what you wanted to do throughout your life. And also believing in love. You have to try and believe that love can happen for you, that you are not like no love for you or whatever, if you are thinking like this. If not, some of you have to let go of the past situations. You have to communicate very clearly. You have to release these negative aspects, but in a way that you feel that this something is negative. It's not negative, it's just a part of your life and your persona, or persona of somebody else. So it's like accepting all this as the truth, okay? There is no good or bad, black or like positive and negative. And also in the like outcome part, I see that there will be a lot of change of perspective. There is a need for you to change your perspective, to see things from a different angle, to believe that things can happen even though it seems for you impossible, and that you can also be like a vessel for change, that you can be the one who is like starting things to turn in a positive way, and maybe even be a bridge between two people, you know. And oh my god, this is the rage card again. This is what Libras got, and this is like the most enormous explanation ever. So I will just like read some parts, and I will really ask you very politely to, if you want to see the explanation for the rage card, that you go on Libra and to look at last 2-3 minutes of explanation, because this is a really long message, but I think it's very important to read it. But basically, in the short, it's telling us, I will tell you what it's telling us. If you get rage in reading, there is an indication that you have been hurt and may be seeking refuge in rage as a way to cope with the pain. You are advised to recognize that you are just hurt, to stop focusing exclusively on the anger, and to deal with the core issue so you may move forward with your life in a healthy, productive way. So the whole 3 pages of explanation, and I will just say what is the, like this. Rage, internal flames commemorate the honorable. The dishonorable are commemorated by the void. The symbol is the chimera, was a fire-breathing female monster in Greek mythology with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail. The Romans also represented the creature in their art as the most terrifying of beasts. Though her symbolism is debated, it is highly likely that she represents the desecration of the Divine Mother, especially the darker warrior aspects of the goddess, as a prosecutor to the patriarchal religious tradition that would dominate the world. Principally, this is because all of the animals who compose the chimera were sacred to countless goddesses throughout Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean. Her symbolism is used here to warn against blind, destructive rage. Religio-mythological association, Menhit. Menhit was the Nubian and Kemetian goddess of war. She was a ferocious aspect of Sekhmet, who was eventually assimilated by the goddess Mut. So there's a whole page and whole explanation about this rage card, which says that most of the times in our life we allow rage to grow into something huge and something bigger than then totally devours our life and our existence. And it's kind of like telling us and pushing us, as it was in this shorter part, to not go and to submit yourself to rage. And there are so many things in life that are such a little things that you can just like put away right away and not give it too much meaning, like some like conversation about, I don't know, I don't like how you do that, I don't like when, you know, it's like when we are like nagging all the time, like pushing ourselves with the needles all the time. Yeah, you did that wrong, you didn't do that. So these are like small things, but they can grow into something bigger, and this can be rage, and this rage can be like venom, you know, just like going into every pore of our existence. So it's very much important that if you are in this situation, if you are feeling a rage for something, that you don't put so much meaning to it. Try to dissolve it, try to resolve it, and try to walk away from it. Because even if you deal with it, and if you don't deal with it, if you put energy to it, if you talk about it, if you're making it more grow and making it alive, you know, with people, and retelling it all the time, and putting emphasis on it, it's growing. It's like a beast. You know, it's growing. And when you do things from rage, you are doing something destructive. And we don't want that. We can do things good or bad, but we cannot be destructive. Destruction is like the final thing, you know. When you destroy something, you totally destroy it. And we don't want things to be destroyed, you know. We want things to be rebuilt. We want things to be built. We want things to grow. We want things to be beautiful, you know, and connected and lovely. And, you know, so don't put your energy into rage. So this is your messages for April. I hope this resonated. I really loved the messages you got. I think they are very triggering. Okay, there's a lot of things to work on, but still there's a lot of potential in the end. And April can be a wonderful month for you, and really enjoy it, use it, listen to the messages, and try to, act accordingly and maybe do something good for you and your surroundings and your community and your family. Who knows to which part this resonated to you. If you liked it, if you liked the reading, if you think it was like helpful and it gave you the good information, please, 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 please comment. Also, like, share, subscribe, ask others to subscribe, help me grow my channel. I would really appreciate that too. And thank you for watching, and I see you next month. Bye bye. Kisses.